Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I'm about to swing on a star.
And we are heading to The Outer Worlds, which came out on the 25th of October 2019, developed by Obsidian Entertainment. It was released on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and on PC. And I should kind of specify it was released on Windows PC and it's not available on Steam.
I'm going to go Supernova. I'm going to start in Supernova mode.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, but I'm only playing it for like 20, 30 minutes. No, I'm good.
Well, it should be said that this is a kind of a between 15 and 30 hour game. It's not a very long RPG, but it's one that, because it's not very long, it's very good for its replayability, because as you're about to enter the character customization screen, there's a lot of different options that you can work with.
Oh, nice.
And that's what makes the game replayable, because it's one of those RPGs where you can use your charisma and your speech skill to kind of talk your way out of a lot of the situations. You could hack your way through doors and locked terminals in order to access workarounds or turn off security drones or deactivate the end boss before you even fight it. Or you can go and stealth and sneak your way around and get sneak attacks on people and pickpocketing. I didn't even realise you could pickpocket in the game until I started to put skill points into it. You could just go around with a great big hammer and just smack enemies left, right and centre. Or you could be a gun nut and just go in with grenade launchers,
that's
massive machine guns.
Isn't it? That's pretty standard, using up all those points. But then I suppose I could make below average charm. I'm really smart. Like,
if you go really low intelligence,
really low intelligence,
you get the dumb dialogue options unlocked, and that is what
I'm super strong but stupid.
That's part of the replayability, is that your
really
character
weak.
Is really stupid.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to go into spoiler territory, but you could, if you took the really dumb intelligence, kill everybody in the game by accident.
Nice.
Because your character would just make dumb choices.
Oh, see, I've made myself really weak, but I haven't got very good eyesight, but I'm really good with charm and temperament. So
you're not going to last 10 minutes out off the boat.
I know. Right, okay, so, wow. Okay, so I get to add to gun, to...
Well, you choose the option at the top. The way the leveling works is that every bracket underneath, say defense is dodge and block, you put points in defense, you boost both of them. So in dialogue you boost all three of them. So, once those numbers get up to 50, then you spend points individually into them. So every time you level up dialogue from now, it'll go 41 live, 41 intimidate, 26. But once they get to 50, it's a point in each.
Wow, there's just so many options, and there's so many crazy options in these games.
It's great, yeah. I like it. It's kind of, you get to build your character, you kind of decide a bit of their background before they put themselves into cryo sleep to go and head to the Outer Worlds.
I'm good with engineering. I was an elevator operations specialist.
Great, right. And the character creation menu is... I hit random. I chose it for my second playthrough. I was like, I'm going to take a female and press the Y button.
Yeah.
And I'm like... You press Y to randomize, and I'm like, all of these characters look like Klingons. Why do all these women have facial hair? Why do all the women have facial hair?
What is... Okay.
I mean, this is like going to be the most gender fluid game available. I mean, they look like zombies. They look like vampires.
Afro. Yeah, I'm just going completely random.
Some illnesses.
Yeah. What is like... Okay, round, let's go. Okay.
The main thing is...
There we go, yeah.
Is that you really don't get to see your character that much.
Yeah.
So.
He says, most spell my name. Oh, thanks. Oin.
Yeah.
Oin.
It looks like an oin.
I can't edit, no, because he's got to do the... He's got the keyboard over. Oin, the not very strong but very intelligent female mustache.
She's very good at lying and persuading people to do your bidding.
Yeah.
Intimidation should be a little bit higher, I think.
Here, fix this. Yes.
So the setup for the story is that this is kind of like an alternate history.
Okay.
Where I think history deviated in the early 1900s. But it basically sees mega corporations seizing power over the governments.
Right.
And they pretty much dominate society. And even now, beyond the stars, where all these large businesses have kind of seized control up until now.
Right.
Where you wake up from cryosleep after 70 years.
Whoa.
And you pretty much have to decide, are you a hero or a villain? You know, are you going to become, you know, a mascot for these companies? Or are you going to go and shut all these companies down because they have run humanity into the ground? See, the spaceship that you were on was the Hope.
Okay.
And the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists, Earth's greatest minds, to go and set up, and you
And
to go and help this colony, you know, flourish.
Right.
But the businesses got there first, and then when the Hope turned up late, they decided, let's not wake any of them up because they're just going to try and run things the way they are on Earth, and we don't want that. We want our businesses to thrive and boom, so we'll leave them all in cryosleep for 70 years. Until this mad scientist has gone and woken you up to try and help him secure more of the chemical that he needs to wake up the rest of the crew that are in cryosleep.
Okie dokie, that's deep.
That's pretty much the story.
Deep.
And so throughout the game, you're kind of going to be exploring the outer worlds, which is kind of like 2 planets, really. There's not that much planet hopping, you know. There's quite a few locations, but you're kind of reduced to this one sector of space. But I have to say, I was excited for this game the moment Obsidian announced it, because I was afraid Obsidian were going to disappear into the ether. You know, they made Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Game.
They worked on Alpha Protocol. I have to say, it's an underrated game in my opinion. But they also did South Park Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I love that game.
Absolutely love that game. They also did Fallout New Vegas.
Wow, gorgeous.
And Fallout New Vegas was the game that didn't do critically very well.
I don't like New Vegas.
Bethesda. I love New Vegas. New Vegas is a fantastic game. It's actually getting a lot more attention. I speak to people and they're like, you know what, I didn't think much of it at first, but I've actually gone back to it and realised how good of a game it actually is. And it's the one that, you know, wasn't really made by Bethesda. It was the one that, you know, they released under their name. And Bethesda went, you didn't reach the score on Metacritic, so no bonuses for you lot. You know, for me, that was the beginning of the fuck you Bethesda phase. But, you know, after Obsidian, they were working on an Aliens game, you know, with the Xenomorph, you know, in the Alien universe.
Yeah.
And it was going to be an RPG. It was like, holy shit, how was that going to work? What were you going to do? And it got cancelled. It's just like, and that was because of Aliens, Colonial Marines, and all the other bad stuff going on around it. So I was like, what's Obsidian doing next? And they've taken a gamble. You know, they've created a new IP. You know, The Outer Worlds. This is not a sequel. You know, this is not a side call. This is an entirely new game in a new world. And one of the big exciting things about it is that this game is directed by Tim Kaine and Leonard Boyarsky.
Okay.
And if you don't know who they are the original creators of the Fallout series. Now, Fallout 1 is, you know, one of the highest rated games, you know, in a point and click adventure RPG.
Yeah.
You know, choose your character, the story, that world that they created.
I snuck past them.
Yeah, and they said that of this game they wanted to they described this game as a combination of Boyarsky's dark morbidity and Tim's silliness.
Whoa,
and that for me is what Fallout was, and that really has kind of come into this as well, where it's been a long time since a game has made me chuckle and laugh out loud whilst playing it. And so I'm just so glad that the two of them are still working and are working on something where they have complete creative freedom, unlike their time underneath, you know, Bethesda. So how are you finding the controls of the game?
Oh man, they are pretty standard. I gotta say, since the day that I saw that this game was out, I'll see if I can medicate you. I fell in love with the game immediately as soon as I saw it, because there was nothing else like it at the time. You know, we are going out into space, first person, you know, but it's not just a standard shoot 'em up. You know, there's going to be lots of talking and dialogue, and I'm like, oh my god, this game sounds amazing. Obviously, with the fact that we're playing Red Dead at that time, I was just like, Is that game going to be too big for me to go into just after coming off of another big game?
Sure.
You know, is there going to be a lot of talking dialogue and dealing with? I'm going to wait for the game to release. You know, I'm going to wait for the game to release, and then I'll see what the critics say, the reviewers say. I know it's going to be really, really good, but if it comes out and it's cheap enough, I might just pick it up. One of the things I started to pick up, though, was that the dialogue sequences are where the game thrives.
Yes, Obsidian are very good at writing characters.
The pure strength of it behind this game is just what you can get into with the people. Like here, I got Persuade 1, Intimidate 1, Lie 1.
Yeah.
You know, give me your gun and I'll go get help. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. You know, and you now, like I said, you've got the option to just do all these different things with your characters.
Yeah.
The combat, though, I heard wasn't too good. Not bad, not terrible,
right?
But kind of a poor man's Fallout. With the VAT system, the slowdown system.
We see, I mean, the guys from this game, they did not like the VAT system in Fallout. They
really?
were just like,
I love the VAT system.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. In this, you have what's called TTD, which is Tactical Time Dilation.
Okay.
Which basically means you move at real time, whereas you're slowing everybody else down.
Yep.
I don't know, it's like focusing the mind.
Like freeze. Like, I suppose bullet
time.
It's
bullet time.
Yeah, bullet time.
Yeah. And of course, you know, because it's an RPG, you get to level up, and you can put perk points into your TTD if you wanted to, so that it lasts longer, or you do more damage in it, or you can highlight enemy weak spots.
Yeah.
You know, you literally you can shoot enemies in the crotch, and they will go down. They will be paralyzed.
Shall I shoot this?
I wouldn't shoot it being too close to it.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about it, just marking it.
But yeah, that is the only way out of the cave. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is an action role-play game, first person. You create your character. You end up getting a space-worthy ship, which serves as your hub space for you and all your companions. That you decide whether they're going to be on your crew or not.
Yeah.
But really, the spaceship that you get, it really is only kind of used for fast traveling between the variety of locations, and partially a little bit of storage space for some of the gear that you want to carry around with you, because, well, there is a limit to your inventory, your weight limit.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, you're just like, I want, weapons for all occasions. Like, I'm fighting mechanoids, I want a bunch of shock weapons on me,
Yeah. You want to tactic yourself up. Standard guy. Oh, in the face. Does that hurt?
Yeah, but he's scared now, because your personality, the traits that you have, you've intimidated him to the point where he doesn't want to fight. But it's only temporary.
Oh, yeah.
He will get over it.
Yeah. But of course, intrigued by the characters. Yeah. I'm gonna heal myself as well. Is there a melee?
There is.
Come on then. I'll fight you. Hey. Yeah, die. Yeah. Ooh, whoa,
that was a critical hit.
Double click. Oh, to dodge left and right. Eh?
Yeah, that's kind of like your dodge mechanics. It's a case of just double jumping, left or right.
Pick everything up.
Yes, yeah. Well, you're playing on Supernova difficulty, which I've only just started myself. I'm a couple hours into my Supernova playthrough.
Yeah.
And after breezing through the game on hard difficulty, I only died a few times on hard difficulty, and that was because I was, I went into an area under leveled, and I'd not powered up my gear or anything.
Yeah.
And so me and my companions were just dying left, right, and centre.
Oh,
but now that I'm a bit more familiar with the game and the mechanics of it, playing on Supernova is a really cool challenge. In terms of the fact that you have to eat, sleep, and drink and stay hydrated. The fact that you can only fast travel back to your ship, the fact that your companions suffer permadeath the moment they go down in combat, the fact that you can only save game when you're on your ship means that you could lose hours of progress at a time.
Yeah.
And so it really makes you think and work the situations tactically. Like whether I can talk my way out of this or whether I'm going to get ambushed. You don't want to walk into a raptor den and just get torn to shreds. So I really do like the Supernova difficulty challenge. I think it's really exciting.
Where's he gone?
And it kind of makes you appreciate more in the game. Like, you just can't take everything for granted.
Yeah.
But it means you're going to have to be a lot more careful when standing here in the middle of a fight where you're being shot at from the front and the back.
There was a
you're
guy in the back
going to get
as well.
ruined.
I know. No, I'm just trying to get into it as well.
You can try continue and hope the game has given you a checkpoint, which I think it does when you land on the planet.
When I land on the planet, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, you don't get to save game manually until
you get to your spaceship.
Onto the ship, which is pretty much past this tutorial section.
Yeah.
But I would say that there are 6 companions that you can recruit in the game. One of them is kind of thrust upon you very early on, and even then you can be like, nah. And the other characters, some of them will be like, hey, I want to get off this rock. Can I join your crew?
Yeah.
And again, you can just go, nah, I don't want anyone on my ship, and you can pick and choose who joins you.
Yeah, you can make your own
certain characters. You might be like, look, your backstory and your personality doesn't match mine or the crew, so no, you can't come on. And at any point, you can just be like, get off the ship. Like, you're not welcome here anymore. Leave. But all the characters, they've all got their own history, their unique abilities, and of course their own side quests.
Yeah.
But some of the companions, you have to go and explore them, and some of them, you don't know that they're a potential companion until a little bit later on.
Mm-hmm.
Although there was a couple of moments in the dialogue where I was talking to a random person, and they called me Captain. And I was just like, wait a minute, I've only just met you. Why are you calling me Captain? And then 20 minutes, half an hour later, they were like, can I join your crew? And I'm like, I kind of knew you were going to be a companion because the dialogue kind of slipped up a little bit. You gave me dialogue that you would have given me later on. But because of my character's charm, I managed to get further in a dialogue tree that perhaps shouldn't have done at that time. So,
yeah.
But, a lot of people go, oh, it's an Obsidian game. There's going to be lots of bugs and lots of glitches and lots of errors and... things that are not polished.
Yeah, well, I gotta admit, like, when I first played Fallout New Vegas, it bugged on me before I even left the training, and I was just like, nope. And I just come off the back of Skyrim, and it was...
Yeah, now, I put it down to Bethesda, again, rushing Obsidian's release, because it literally came out, a year? 2 years at most after Fallout 3, and it was like, get New Vegas out there, get it out. And so, it shipped with bugs and issues. This game, I've had no problems whatsoever. Like, the game has been silky smooth.
No, yeah, I'd heard that, yeah.
Until I came across a game-ending bug.
Oh,
right
really?
at the end.
No.
That was it broke my heart. I didn't want to have to report this.
Oh, do it, man. You got to do it, man.
The last mission of the game.
Yeah.
I'm going through, and I'm just like, as you do when you're playing, you're like, oh, there's a main important character in this room. It's going to go into a dialogue thing. I'm going to save game before going in there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I saved the game. I took 2 steps forward, and the game crashed the desktop. I was like, okay, load the game back up, load the save back up. I'm right in that doorway. I just nudge myself forward, game crashed the desktop.
Oh no!
I load it back up, and I back away, and I'm like, okay, I can move. The game's not crashing the moment I load it up.
No.
I can move around. Let's go through that doorway. Crash the desktop. I was like, what is this? Like, I need to go in here. So I went on Google, and I'm looking around, and people were like, yeah, the only way to get past this bug is to send all of your companions back to the ship and then finish the game on your own. And I was like, that can't be right. Like, how?
No.
And people were like, well, you can always load a save at the beginning of this mission before you disembark to go on the final mission. That sometimes gets around it. But I'm like, that was 40 minutes ago. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
but thankfully on YouTube, somebody had made a video and said, here's a workaround that you can literally jump onto the banister, walk around the abyss, come around the other side, and you can come into the room from another angle.
That is bullshit.
And then going into that room bypasses the game-breaking crash to desktop bug.
That is...
Yeah, that was just really frustrating. I was like, oh my god, how did you drop the ball on the last mission to have this bug?
Oh my god.
Those on console haven't seemed to have that issue. It's only those on PC.
Oh, well, okay, I'm on console, so yeah, fuck you guys. No, but seriously, that's
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's. I mean, I'm pretty sure that it'll be patched out in no time.
It shouldn't be there in the first place.
But it shouldn't.
It shouldn't be there in the first place, man. You know, coming off the top of, like I said, I'm still playing a AAA title game at the moment that suffered a lot of backlash of bugs that it was suffering.
Yeah.
When this game comes out, I was hoping it was going to be perfect. Like I said, it was going to take me away from the other games that I was playing.
This game is perfect in everything that it does. It's just it's a blemish. I mean, I still managed to finish the game.
Yeah,
it was just a grievance. I had to figure a workaround.
Definitely do this game. I don't know if I've got the time to.
Like really, I said, if you want to, you can play this game on story mode. You know, where combat is just.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, I mean,
I'm taking my time hunting these two motherfuckers.
It's a way to experience the game. It depends on how you want to play it. Like if you're playing it on Supernova difficulty, you know, you're looking at maybe tripling your game time.
Yeah.
But then again, there are speed runs of this game on this difficulty, and they finish the game in 35 minutes. You know?
Nice.
Just because that's the ending that you want to go for. Is like, I just want to go and, you know, the guy that rescued you from hypersleep, you know, he's a wanted man. You know, so you just go and report him to the authorities. Just like, yeah, there he is. Take him away.
There's 3 of them. I need to heal. Man. Yeah, their combat system is tough.
Yeah. Well, especially considering you put all your points in charm and charisma, you put no points into fighting, no points into meleeing.
Right, but that's just that's the standard, man. You know, like when I looked at that character customization screen, it was a case of I could have just evened it all out, couldn't I? And just put 2 points in everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm an experienced RPG gamer. You know, you're gonna test the limits of your gaming. Yeah, I haven't got past the tutorial section, but that's because I'm on the super hard setting. If I was playing it on normal, I'd have got past the setting, but I'm still enjoying this.
Yeah,
I just need to.
Well, some people have got to learn the hard way, Ian.
Yeah.
Now I think you're running right past those
2 dogs. Yeah, they don't attack.
Yeah.
I've already done it. I've already done this once, man. When I persuade this woman to give me her gun, you know.
But there's a variety of weapons that you can get from, you know, the pistol that you start with to shotguns and flamethrowers.
Can you upgrade the weapons?
Assault rifles, all of the weapons. If you press the back button, I don't know if it'll actually allow you to see.
Right.
But yeah, if you cycle through the weapons. Obviously right now you're on weapons. You can go over to the armor, and then all of the health items that you carry: the food, water, caffeine, alcohol.
Wow.
But yes, you can modify all of the weapons. You can add lots of different attachments, from scopes to weapon damage. So,
love the outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, you can change the ammo type from, you know, kinetic, which is basic, to plasma damage or corrosive damage or burning damage.
Nice.
There's even like N-rays, which is like this super sci-fi damage type.
It tells you missions that you botched.
Yes.
Yeah. You screwed up.
You can screw up everything. Like, you can play the game as an idiot and just be like, screw it, fuck it, I'm just going to go and kill people left, right, and centre. Quest givers, town settlements. You can wipe everybody out, kill everybody.
See, because my strength is down, my bullet time drains more if I move.
Right.
So that's, you know.
So yeah.
Got to look at these things.
You can also modify your weapons. Each weapon that you get will be roughly around the level that you are, or in the environment of the level that you're at. Like each section of the game, you know, the enemies don't scale to your level. Every area, they are whatever level they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
And so you'll often not find gear around that level, but you can level your gear up. It varies how much it costs depending on your engineering skill.
Yeah.
And whether you have a companion with you that is an engineer, which buffs your engineering skill.
Yeah.
So you have, you know, that's how you kind of work the system. But yeah, you can tinker with the weapons, you can modify the weapons and your armor, add lots of different attachments like backpack attachments to your armor, so you got more carry space, or you can add an attachment that lets interactable items or items that you can pick up glow from a further distance. So
like a sense mode.
Like a sense mode. So there's, you know, and the more you level up a certain piece of gear, the higher the cost, the more you level it up. So the currency in the game is bits. Level 1 upgrade, 3 bits. Next level, 12 bits. Next level, a couple hundred bits. But if you want to take the same piece of gear all the way to the end, you're going to be spending hundreds of thousands of bits on the same piece. So basically, you want to take an item at its default level it up a few, and then go and find the next bit of gear, which is already at that level, and then level it up because it'll be cheaper again.
Ah.
So, you're not going to take the same piece of gear all the way through the game. If you do, you're going to spend a fortune on it. But at the same time, also weapons and armor has its own durability. So over time, it'll start to degrade. So you'll need to keep upgrading it.
Yeah.
And depending on whether you're an engineer or not, depends whether you need to get to a workbench to do it, or whether you can do it on the fly straight after a combat. So again, there's a lot of variety there. You have a perk system when you level up. Every time you level up, you get 10 points to spend. Every 2 levels, you get a new perk point. Perk points can range anywhere from giving you a 30% buff. If you go to your character screen, Ian, go to character, and then if you press right trigger over, you can see your skills, which you get 10 points per level. And then if you go over to the right, again, press right, you get all the different perks from tier 1, 2, and 3. And so every 2 levels, you'll get a new one.
Reputation.
You can see your reputation with all the major corporations in the world. It is possible to be 100% positive and 100% negative with the same company. That basically varies whether you'll get discounts in the stores or how aggressive they'll find you when they come across you.
How do I use my sword? Because I just noticed that
if you've got a sword, bring up your inventory. It's equipped, so it's press the Y button when you're out in the field.
Oh,
if you hold the Y button, you kind of get the radial menu as to which of the 4 weapons you want to choose.
Ah, nice. Is there a backstab?
There is a sneak attack, which basically requires you to be crouched.
Yeah.
You can also use your TTD whilst you're crouched in sneak mode for even extra damage.
Nice.
So you sneak up behind them and smack them. You know when you're sneaking because, I would suggest running down the left side.
Yeah, no, I'm taking my time, man. I'm a predator.
Just be careful when you're swinging at this guy on the right because there is explosive barrels to the left of him.
So kill this guy first over
You
here.
could do, yep. So you're sneaking when you're in the bushes. Yeah. You'll also see the reticle change. See, it just goes, you got that circle, that means you're in it. Now smack away. Now how much damage you did in one hit. He's one more hit and I think he's dead.
Yeah. Right.
So if you had just maybe one more point in melee or one more point in sneak, you might have got a critical hit and put him down in one.
I'm going to shoot this guy.
But I love going in TDD, shooting arms, shooting them in the balls, shooting barrels that they're next to.
Yeah. Now I'm going to see
many choices.
I'm going to see if I can kill these guys now because I didn't realise I had a sword earlier and I could have been stealthing these motherfuckers.
Yeah. One of the best weapons in the game is a science weapon, and it's a hammer.
Nice.
And the higher your science skill, every time you swing it, it changes its weapon type. So you'll hit them once, it sets them on the fire. You hit them again, it starts burning their armor off.
Nice.
You hit them again, and these lightning bolts start coming out, and they get electrocuted. It's just like, it's great. It's great. And there are other sci-fi weapons in the game. There's a shrink ray. There's
I'd seen the shrink ray.
There's mind control where you shoot an enemy with it, and then they're a temporary ally, and so they become a bullet sponge as they go off shooting the other enemies for you. And depending on your science skill as to how useful these weapons are, there are other perks that you can do that will buff. Depending on how you want to specialize. And again, on supernova difficulty, you have to specialize. You have to go, this is my playstyle, this is the way I'm going to do it. On the easier difficulties, you can mix and match and be a jack of all trades.
Come on, motherfucker.
Now, there are, other than the perks, there are permanent flaws.
Oh, you does so much damage as well.
There are permanent flaws that you can take.
Yeah.
Where I ended up taking too much damage from robots.
Yeah.
And so my character developed became robophobic. Which was really annoying because one of my companions is a robot who just permanently petrified my character. So I had to go, look, Sam, we're going our separate ways.
Yeah, you got to go that way.
You go back on the ship and don't come near me. You're never coming on a mission with me again because you debilitate all of my stats being in my presence. The fact that you have to go into areas that are full of robots... I'm just, my character. I was going to say, doing it.
There must be like sections of just Robot Town.
But you can get a fear of heights. If you're standing on a high ledge, your character gets petrified. Your stats deteriorate because of it. Yet alone the fact that you're suffering from sleep deprivation, that you're thirsty, and now you're petrified of whatever. It's just it stacks up. But it does also make for some interesting dialogue conversations where my robotic companion Sam, he's on the ship and I'm talking to him, and one of my responses to him is, "Ah!" You just scream in terror. I'm just like, it's the dialogue, all of the choices that are in the game is
layers,
very good, very well layered. Like I said, there is a limitation that there are only 6 kind of major locations in the game, Although some of those areas are fairly large expanses of territory for you to run around and fight and play in. You know, I spent most of the game time on a planet called Monarch, which had quite a few different factions. You know, they're kind of at odd ends with each other. But you can, the choices are there. Like, do you side with one of the factions? Do you try and, get both the factions to work with each other?
Oh, it's depending on how you're feeling that day, isn't it?
Depends on how you're feeling, where your loyalties lie.
Yeah.
Which one makes the most sense to you.
Yeah. But what you're going to do after this character as well, it's like where your ultimate end game is. And I suppose that's the one thing that's always stopped me from picking this game up, is where I'm like, I could easily just give up 6 months. Play as one character all the way through, get it all out of the way, then start it all over again. Everything's still going to be in the exact same spot as it was, but now this character that I'm playing is going to convince everybody not to fight, because the last person was a killer, a cold-blooded stone cold killer. You might convince this guy that he's an idiot to give you his gun, then you might just shoot him dead now. Oh, whoa, yeah, I'm going to do it.
You can do that if you want to.
I can do that.
You have free reign in this game to kill everyone you want to, so long as you can survive the repercussions.
I can't talk to the Marauders, can I? They're main enemies.
They are triggered as enemies. Even if you are wearing full Marauder gear,
they would still attack
they'll still attack you.
Wow.
They recognise you as not one of their own. But the thing is, you can wear full Marauder gear into town, and people will just be like, you disgust me. Like, you shouldn't be wearing Marauder clothes in the town settlement, especially considering we've lost so many people to Marauders.
Yeah.
They get a little bit upset with you, but they're not going to immediately start shooting at you.
Oh, nice.
They can take his gear, take his armour. You might survive a little bit better, Iain.
Take all of his gear.
Yeah, but for me, I highly rate this game. It's got familiar gameplay mechanics, very impressive visuals, stunning environments, interesting characters and locations, awesome music, good story, lots of replayability, a really refined leveling system, and it's a real joy to play. It really is. And I'm really glad that the Metacritic score also reflects it. Between the consoles and PC, it's between 82 and 86 out of 100. GameSpot gave it a 9 out of 10. IGN gave it an 8.5 out of 10. And the game sales, they've exceeded the publisher's expectations. It is a critical and commercial success, which means we're probably going to get a sequel, which I am really excited for. Now, I'm doing my Supernova playthrough now, really enjoying the survival mechanics, and I always praise a game, especially to release a game in this day and age that has no online functionality, no microtransactions, no loot boxes. It's just a real pleasure, a real joy. So I wish the game an absolute success. I've had an absolute blast playing it. Highly recommend it. I know some PC users are like, I'm waiting for it to come on Steam, and they've got to wait until late 2020. The game is coming on to Switch next year.
Nintendo
Switch,
it? I might get it for the Switch. I definitely play this now if I wasn't playing.
If you have Xbox Game Pass, it's part of that. So if you already have that, you can download this game for free.
Yeah.
If you don't, you can sign up for Xbox Game Pass. I'm not a Microsoft spokesman.
How do you do the hacking?
Hold X.
Oh, right.
You just have to have high enough skill value and have picked up enough hacking tools to get inside it. And of course, hacking gives you leveling up points. Lying and persuading in dialogue gives you experience points. Everything you do is just going to give you a little bit more experience points.
Yeah.
This is one of my favourite games of the year, Iain. I'd absolutely recommend it.
Yeah. I would. Like I said, I would definitely be playing it if I wasn't already playing something else. But it's that deep. I mean, look at this weapon. That's like, what the fuck did I just pick up from that thing? Either way, I'm gonna bash this guy around the head with it. I'm going into my sneak mode. This is how I play a lot of these games. It's just persuasion.
If you want to be a ninja, you can get armor which buffs your stealth and melee skills.
Well, that's it. And then then after a while, the character doesn't work, so you just restart again. I need to heal. I need to remember to heal. Heal that. Is that a constant thing? I can do that.
You have 9 of those right now.
Oh right. Oh well. Then bash. I should have been healing myself.
And depending on your medical skill, you can add lots of different concoctions into that inhaler.
Oh, in
so
the
that
face
can mix it with Rizzo spiced rum and
bash
some
pieces.
tuna. Just inhale it all in.
Look at that. The last little section I did actually get past it, and it looks beautiful as well.
And there's your ship.
And there's my ship. Yay! Yay!
Be careful, you just broke your leg.
Oh, I broke my leg. I'm here.
There's also marauders down there. Ian. Oh my god.
That's okay. I'll finish them off while you sign off.
Sure. And so with that, I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back next Friday to look at another video game. Of course, new film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
For the Emperor! Run from me, you fools!
Oh, man, you're just going to die again.
That's what.
You're going to die again, aren't you?
No, I'm going to kill this guy. Oh, I killed that guy as well.
No, there's two more of them.
Oh, I'm dead.